Hello and welcome everyone. My name is Rebecca Davison. I'm an intuitive coach and mentor, and I'm so excited that you've signed up today to discover what your 3 biggest blocks are in regards to developing your intuition. Now, why is this important to know? When we work from spirit, we're stepping into the most expanded and the most powerful part of ourselves. It's really important to realize that 99% of the world population places a huge emphasis on the rational mind and believing that this is where our intelligence comes from, which yes, it does to a point. What I'm interested in helping people to do is to step beyond their mind and into their spirit, which is the most powerful part of yourself, your infinite spirit. And when we do this, we can experience so much more in our world. We experience more abundance, we experience ease and grace and flow. Money comes into your life more easily. These are some of the things that happen when we start to develop our intuition. And I'm sure you've always heard what you need is inside of you. So how do we bridge this gap? How do we start identifying what's holding us back from living from spirit? First, number one block that I want to share with you is, what if I get it wrong? Now, I've done studies in regards to identifying what it is that really people have hesitancy or they struggle with when it's developing their intuition. And this is one of the number one blocks, right? What if I perceive intuitive information wrong? Okay, and I want you to even look at the question, because of course, when we're asking if I'm doing something wrong, we're coming from a place of judgment. You know, when it comes to intuitive information, we're moving from the mind, which says this is right and this is wrong, and a place of judgment, into an energy of perception and perceiving energy. So in that space, right, what does it take to be free of all judgment? What does it take to be able to perceive the energy and speak to that, and from a place of truth, rather than actually going, this is right and this is wrong? Now, there's lots of aspects to this question as well. Might be wrong for ourselves, like perceiving energy and going, okay, what if I get it wrong for me? There's the other aspect of like, what if I perceive energy and I get it wrong for somebody else? So a feeling of responsibility, but also as well within this question is, what if I'm wrong? You know, what if I'm not good enough to be able to develop my intuition and get intuitive information? So there's lots of threads that come into this question. But the beautiful thing is when we start developing our intuition, we transcend our right and wrong. We move into a space of love. So the question there becomes not am I right or am I wrong, but am I lovable? And absolutely all the time. So when we start shifting our perceptions in regards to our intuitive nature and our intuitive self, it's going to be easier for us to move forward and receive intuitive information. So we can start moving into that total perception of the world, total perception and awareness of the world around us. So that's the number one biggest block. What if I get it wrong? But again, what does it take to remove ourselves from that? Showing up and doing the work when it comes to developing our intuition and stepping in and being aware of where we limit ourselves in regards to how intuitive information can come through. So if we're bringing the energy of what if I get it wrong, what does it actually take to melt that away and then create a space where information can come through and you can perceive it without judgment? You know, a huge component of developing our intuition is getting out of our own way and letting ourselves be attuned to a really high and fine and light frequency so the information can move through us easily and we can be really sensitive to the perception of energy. So that's the number one biggest block. Now I'm going to share with you in the next couple of days the next 2 biggest blocks. So tune in. If you're interested and want to jump ahead right now, then I'd encourage you to click the next video below. There's a bit of a sequence to this to help you to become more aware of where your hesitation is in regards to developing your intuition. But we've got a process to go through by watching these videos, and then you can tune in to listen to the meditation and then get yourself activated so you're allowing yourself to move into that space of becoming unstoppable. So the number one block so far is, what if I get it wrong? You know, so what does it take to be free of judgment? What does it take to be able to be aware and move from a space of judgment to a space of perception and awareness, and then to move into more freedom so we can receive more information more easily? So I look forward to connecting with you again in the next video. Bye for now.